India and China are witnessing face-offs at various points along the line of actual control for nearly 2 months now. But it all took a new turn on June 15th when a small standoff between these two countries became one of the deadliest violent acts in over 4 decades. 20 Indian army personnel were killed in the incident and nearly 40 Chinese soldiers have been killed. However, China has refused to officially disclose the figures. Now, obviously, such a long military standoffs between two nuclear powered and most populous countries in the world has raised concerns among various countries across the world. And precisely that is the reason why the United Nations has urged both of these countries to exercise maximum restraint. Following this, talks at various levels have been held between India and China to de-escalate the situation. However, on ground in reality, situation has not changed much even after so many rounds of talks. China still continues to claim the Galwan Valley and various points in the Pangong Tso Lake. So today in this video, we'll try to understand the border between India and China and what is the line of actual control, how the dispute started, what are the various standoff points and what is the way ahead. By looking at the map, you can say there are 4 states and 1 union territory sharing their borders with China. They are Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and the union territory of Ladakh. The borders of all these states together with the border of the union territory of Ladakh is what we call as the line of actual control. The total length of this border is 4056 kilometers. For the sake of understanding, we can divide the LAC into 3 parts. The eastern sector consisting of Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim, the middle sector consisting of the states of Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, and lastly the western sector consisting of the union territory of Ladakh. Among these 3, the western sector is the most disputed one, and the latest rounds of standoffs are taking place in this region. This much of land region in Ladakh is under now Chinese occupation. It is called as the Aksai Chin and India lost this region to China in the 1962 Indo-China War. This region is actually sandwiched between the Kunlun mountains in the north and the Karakoram range in the south. However, India still claims this region as its own. The place where recent deadliest standoff took place is called as the Galwan Valley. The valley is named after the Galwan river which flows through the Karakoram range and enters Ladakh, and after entering Ladakh it merges with the Shok river. So this region becomes crucial for Indian Army to protect the Siachen glacier and also to protect the Ladakh and Leh region. Now the main reason for the latest tension is that China is now claiming the Galwan Valley as its own. Now China wants to occupy this region because it fears India could control the Aksai Chin region by accessing the Galwan Valley route. The immediate reason for this standoff is the construction of road by India which connects the Darbak Shok village to the Daulat Beg Oldi road. It is a 55 kilometers long road that runs along the Shok river. Please note here, the Daulat Beg Oldi road is the northernmost territory in Ladakh. This road runs almost parallel to LAC along the Aksai Chin. Now this is where the recent standoff took place and the Chinese army is threatening to occupy this region. This particularly poses a great threat to the DB-DSO road constructed by India. Next we have the Pangong Tso. Here, Tso means lake in the Tibetan language. It is nearly 153 kilometers long and 63 kilometers wide. Basically, it is an endorheic lake situated at a height of about 4,350 meters above sea level. An endorheic basin means it is a limited drainage basin that normally retains water and allows no outflow to other external bodies of water such as river and seas. The lake is fed by the melting glaciers nearby, and hence we can say that the Pangong Tso contains brackish water. When you look at the map, you will notice the line of actual control is passing through the Pangong Tso. As of today, India controls about 45 km stretch of the Pangong Tso and China the rest. Like mentioned earlier, there are 8 fingers in this region, and India and China have different understanding of where the LAC passes through. India has always maintained that the LAC passes through finger 8, which has been the site of the final military post of China. And India has been patrolling the area mostly on foot because of the nature of the terrain. But in reality, Indian forces have not had active control beyond finger 4, while China on the other hand says the LAC passes through finger 2. And for many years now, it has been patrolling up to finger 4. So the recent standoff between the Indian and Chinese army in this region happened at finger 4. And even back in 2017, during the Doklam standoff, Chinese had entered the Finger 4 area. Pangong Tso is strategically crucial as it is very close to the Chushul Valley, which was one of the battlefronts between India and China during the 1962 war. It should be remembered here that at least 1000 Chinese soldiers were killed by Indian soldiers defending this region. Now, by claiming till Finger 4, China appears to keep India constricted in the region by taking strategic advantage of looking over the Chushul Valley. We can finally conclude by saying that the latest Chinese move is part of its long-term strategy to gain greater control of the area. If you remember, it was under this design that China had built road up to 5 km on the Indian side of the LAC in 1999 during the Kargil war with Pakistan.